How's it going, guys? Universe, back again with another video. I've been on vacation for a little bit, and right as I went on vacation, they put the dev server up and the trailer and everything, and I didn't really get to do anything, but I'm back, and I'm here, and I'm gaming, and oh my goodness, it feels great to be back playing War Thunder again. It feels great to be playing the MiG-29SMT and all the new vehicles, the F-16C, F-16D. I am completely speechless. This is absolutely incredible. It's here. The R-73 is finally on the MiG-29, but it's not on the MiG-29 that we expected. I truthfully thought the MiG-29, 913 and 912 would have gone the R-73, but no, the MiG-29SMT gets it, which honestly is kind of fair, and it kind of makes sense because even though with the jets that we have now, the Mirage 2000, etc., none of them can really truthfully compare to the MiG-29 and the F-16, so if we were to add like the R-73, we would need something to counteract it and to be truthfully honest. I think the MiG-29SMT is at a good spot where it's at. It's extremely fast, but it doesn't maneuver as good as the regular MiG-29. I'm not sure if that's just a flight model bug or if that's just how the MiG-29SMT is supposed to be, which I don't think it's supposed to be. But if it actually maneuvered better with the actual IRL model, I think it would be absolutely broken. The R-73 is already insane. If you haven't seen it already, I'd recommend checking Define's video on, or it's technically not Define, it's Defin, but I like to say Define, alright? I'm weird like that, okay? But he has a video on the R-73 and the MiG-29, but you can see the the R-73 in action, and holy moly, that thing is actually stupid broken. It's actually insane. But playing it just in the dev server itself it's been not bad. I like it. It's like a really fun missile slinger, and you get 6 of them. You get 6 R-73s on the MiG-29, which I wouldn't even recommend taking the ERs or the ETs. Yes, granted, they're both really decent missiles, but to be truthfully honest, the ET is a lot easier to flare than the R-73. And even with this long range, you could fire it off long range and just clap someone from across the map, but in that amount of time that it's traveling, it's most likely gonna get flared off. But because all they have to do is flare once, and boom, the missile's instantly gone. And the ER as well too. If you just stay low, that missile just hits the ground every time. But with the R-73, if you get slow, the thrust vectoring takes care of it. If they are within 3 kilometers, the missile takes care of it. Its flare resistance is honestly, to be honest, better than the ET. There's no reason to take the ER or the ET. It's literally just 6 R-73s, and you will just have an absolute blast. Just slinging R-73s like it's absolutely nothing. The thrust vectoring on it is just so nice. Because like I'll sling the missile from a insane high off broadside shot, and to be truthfully honest, in the back of my head, I'm thinking this will not hit. This just won't hit. But after watching the Defin video, he says it perfect. If you don't think it's gonna hit, it's gonna hit. If you don't think the missile's gonna hit, it will hit. That's just how crazy the R-73 is. If you don't think it's gonna hit, it will hit. All right, it's just that good. And the MiG-29 in itself is just absolutely sexy. Look at that big old hump on the back of it. But it's just overall a great jet, and to be truthfully honest, I don't think it's going to be the best, but I'm not really sure. I guess we'll see, because the Python 4s might be coming for the Barak, but we will see. I have a video planned for that, so expect that within the next couple days. And I think if the Python 4s came, that might put the MiG-29 in its place and have it running for its money. Because I'm not gonna lie, the Barak is pretty much just an F-16C, but with a different airframe and a different nation. So I'd be very much surprised to see the Python 4s coming in. Honestly, I think they need. I think honestly the game needs it just for balancing reasons because of how good the R-73 is. But enough rambling. From me. I don't know if the dev server is completely accurate to how the flight model is. I would assume it's not. They always say in the videos, everything is subject to change, and it truthfully is. So honestly, the MiG-29 could be even 10 times better in the live server than it will be in the dev server. So I can't really say how good this jet's going to be. I can only say that I don't really know if it's going to be the best of the best. I think it will be the best of the best if there's nothing to counter its R-73s. Like, if we don't get the Python 4s and the AIM-9Ms, there is literally... The MiG-29SMT is going to absolutely dominate the scene, and it's going to be actually terrifying because there's going to be no reason to play the F-16C or the F-16D, or any F-16 or any MiG-29 to begin with, other than the MiG-29SMT. There's literally no reason, because it's going to be absolutely broken. Unless they like nerf the R-73 like crazy and get rid of most of its thrust vectoring, it may help. But honestly, I don't think a lot of people want to see that. I think its flare resistance isn't that bad, and it's only really, really decent if you're just not that smart and you're not flaring when you need to be. But obviously in the dev server here, we don't have actual real players that I can go against. I mean, sometimes, but it's very, very unlikely. So this is mostly just bot gameplay of me, you know, slinging R-73s off at bots. And you'll see this missile off that I shoot here. I'm like, oh, it's not going to hit. I screwed up. That missile was a complete waste. And then I realized, oh no, it's tracking. It's still going, and it hits. It hit just before the second missile hit. I honestly, that's exactly when I realized, okay, he was not lying. When you think it's not going to hit, it's going to hit. It is indeed going to hit. It's actually insane. And another thing, too, is that I don't know if they did this through the dev server or what, but whenever you go into your third cam, you now get to see the, what's it called? The ground aimer. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but whenever you have like the sight when you're on the ground, you can aim at like tanks and stuff like that. I don't know what it's called. I rarely use it because I really never have to, but it was perfect timing for this because I was like, oh, we're on the airfield. This is literally perfect. I'll just clap these kids with it and call it a night and get some free kills and move on. But man, the MiG-29, it feels great. It feels absolutely incredible. And I'm really, really, really excited to see it come to the live server. But I'm also terrified at the same time. I feel like this thing is going to be absolutely busted broken, but I also feel like it won't. So, because I feel like Gaijin isn't that dumb. I don't think they'll put it up and just call it a night and just see how good it goes. I think they have some type of an idea of how they want to balance it, and I really hope they do. But I also am kind of disappointed with this update, and I'm not going to lie. Like, the last two major updates we've had have been the same jets. Just the same jets, the MiG-29 and the F-16. It's been pretty boring. I would love to see, you know, the Raphael or the Eurofighter. I don't even know if that's like too early or not, or you know, too early to be in the game. Or like the Gripen. I would love to see those jets. I think the Su-27, I would love to see that in the game. F-15. But two F-16s and another MiG-29, I don't really know how I feel about it. I think I'm excited, but I'm also kind of, I feel like I'm going to be bored real fast, and I don't want to be because I want to have so much fun on this update, But I don't know, that's just my opinion, and I guess we'll see what happens, because there's also the Super Tenard. I would love to play that, but it's not on the dev server yet. So, I mean, there's just a lot of waiting that's got to be done, and I'm excited to see what's to come in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I have my next video planned, hopefully within the next day or so. We'll see what video it is, but thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.